Okay, guys, so video number 2 for this is here. So on number 17 and 18, you are still talking about interior angles. So you are still going to use that same formula, which is the n minus 2 number of sides minus 2 times 180. The only difference here is that all sides and angles are congruent. They're all the same. They're all equal because of this definition right here that is regular polygon. So we count the sides again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to have 6 minus 2 times 180. And so that's 4 times 180, which is 720. And then the second part is much easier than the ones we did up above, because now we just have to take 720 and divide it by the number of angles, which is the same as the number of sides. So 6 sides or angles, both. And 720 divided by 6 is 120 degrees. So each angle is 120 degrees. And if you added that up, it would work. And you can always check your work. Same here. Let's count. Oh, this is a lot of sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So S is going to equal 12 minus 2, which is 10. And 10 times 180, we don't need a calculator for that, is 1,800. And then we take that 1,800 and divide it by 12, because that was the number of sides or angles. And we find that each angle is 150 degrees. Again, to check, if you did 150 times 12, it would be 1,800. So those are pretty straightforward. All right, the next one, if you will remember, I showed you the video where I had a 5-sided figure, and I actually cut out these exterior angles and put them all together. And if you remember, they made a full circle. So, and that's going to happen no matter what shape it is. So the measures of the exterior angles of any polygon, their sum is always 360. Okay, so what I want you to do, if you haven't yet, make sure and make an equation. This plus this plus this plus this. Let's go ahead and start this one together. Let's look at our x's. 5x here, 3x here, and 4x there. So that's 5, 6, and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 x's. So 12x plus, add up or combine all the numbers. We've got a plus 4, a plus 105, and a minus 1. Don't forget that minus 1. So all of that together is 108. And that all is going to total 360. Now we just solve. Minus 108, minus 108, cancel these. 12x equals 252. Use the calculator. Divide by 12, and x equals 21. Okay, so find the measures of the exterior. This one's already done for us. It's 21. For this one, we're going to have to do 5 times 21 plus 4, which is 109. This one is 3 times 21, which is 63. This one is 4 times 21 minus 1, which is 83. If we add these together again, then we will get 360. If we don't, we're wrong, and you fix it. Okay, so if you were struggling, pause now. Go ahead and do this problem on your own. I'm going to go ahead and pause and get my equation written here. All right, so I again combined my x's. 3, these two, and that one. It's going to be 6. And then I add all my numbers, my 8, my 2, my 80. And don't forget this one, even though it wasn't labeled. And I know this is 90 because that was 90. Those two are supplementary. And then again, to solve equations, cancel that. 6x will equal 180. And dividing by 6 gives us x equals 30. Now that's not it. Go back and plug things in. So this one is just 30. This one is 2 times 30 plus 2. which is 62. This one is 3 times 30 plus 8, which is 98. So if I add 98, 90, 30, and 62, oh, and don't forget that 80, those 5, we know there are 5 angles we have to add together because there are 5 sides. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers added together equals 360. Then we are correct. Check yourself. You've got time on your test. Last page. Let's go pretty quickly. This one is from section 3.4. Tell whether the triangles are similar. Explain. All right. So I see one pair. For them to be similar, we need 2 pairs of angles that are congruent. Congruent means equal. Okay, so I see one pair right here. 47 matches up with 47. So I can either solve for x or y. I'm just going to choose x. You can choose either one. So I know that x plus 90 plus 47 adds up to 180. So this is x plus 137 equals 180, subtract, and you get 43. So now go back in and label this. So this one's 43. This is 90, of course, square. So then look, we've got 147. Do we see a 43 over here to match up with that? Nope. Do we see a 90 over here to match up with those? Maybe, but it doesn't matter. As soon as we do not have 2 that match, check it. We've got over here y plus 47 plus 42 equals 180. Solving that, we get y equals 91. So definitely do not have 2 pairs that match up. So in this case, we have to say no. Explain. There are not 2 pairs of congruent angles. Okay, so every time, show whatever math you need to show. Sometimes you only have to solve for one. Sometimes you're like, I don't know, that could have been a 90. But then that would have matched up too. So you really only need to show the math for one of those to then tell us whether that works. Make sure you explain. This one goes back to 3.3. Here are 5 angles of a hexagon. Find the 6th angle measure because a hexagon has 6 sides. So we have to use this good old thing again. 6 minus 2 times 180 to find out that these should add up to 720. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those 5 things all add up to 559 plus x. Okay, the 6th angle, we're going to call it x, are all supposed to be 720. Subtract off that 559 and we get 161. So now you could check it, add all 6 angles together. If it's 720, you're like, sweet. Last one. All right, this whole triangle thing. So you and your friend are practicing for a rowing competition and want to know how far it is on an island to an island in the Indian River Lagoon. You take measurements on your side of the lagoon and you make a drawing shown. What is the distance x to the island? All right, so like I told you the other day, you might want to draw these kind of in the same manner with the right angle down here. That might be easiest. If I do, then that's x and that's 9. And then over here on this one, you can see that this longer side that goes down to the right angle would be the 8, and this would be the 3. From here, I think it would be really easy for you to say like left over bottom equals left over bottom. Okay, so you would do like x over 9 equals 8 over 3. Okay, I think that's the easiest to kind of see it. If you can see it without doing that, that's awesome. But this is for people who are like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Then to solve a proportion, okay, these are my labels. Those kind of look messy in there. I'm going to actually switch those up. So that's my left and that's my bottom. So 3 times x, you cross multiply, is 3x. 9 times 8 is 72. I'll divide by 3, and we get 24. We need a distance, yards. So that's it. Study vocab. Do what you need to do. You can rewatch either of these videos. I know this is about 25 minutes worth of videos. You've watched them in class today, but you can watch any parts, rewatch anything that you need. Rock this test, you guys. You really can do it. Study your vocab. Peace out.